What happened inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid, 400 feet above the ground, that researchers sent a robotic camera inside the parameters to see? At one point, the robotic camera stopped because there was now a slab of stone in front of it. The researchers believed that there must be some secret hidden behind it that has been buried for the past 4,500 years, and they had to know it at all costs. So they installed a drill machine in front of the robot that made a huge hole in the slab of stone. A camera was sent inside this hole that saw a scene across the slab that no one had seen for the past 4,500 years. Welcome back to TV videos. Viewers, Egypt has the highest parameters in total fat, which has caused dozens of people to face one and many dangerous storms over the past several years. But it is possible that any of them has happened here and there. The tallest and largest of them is called the Pyramid of Giza, and the area of the base of this pyramid is a debt. Amazingly, not one or two, but 9 football fields can fit comfortably inside this pyramid. According to estimates, a total of 3 million large stones were used in this pyramid, many of which weighed 50 tons. If we estimate its total weight, then the weight of this pyramid is 6 million tons, which is equal to the weight of the Burj Khalifa. What was the ultimate purpose of building such a tall and majestic pyramid? Thousands of years ago, when man did not even have any tools, how were the walls of these pyramids leveled? How were 50-ton stones cut into square shapes and lifted to a height of 400 feet without a crane? And which engineers were involved in building them? They set all their sights at an angle of exactly 5 degrees along with the Earth, quick-proofing these projects. You will be able to know all this in today's video. Let's start challenge number 1. For centuries, different research teams were sitting together to find out the construction technique of this pyramid, how each site of this pyramid would have been set exactly on the north, south, and west without compasses. Many experts believe that the architects of this team must have first found a land that could bear the weight of millions of tons of stones. After that, roller stars, with the help of which the poles of the Earth are found, were used to mark each side of the pyramid. No compass or any optical instrument. Just with this basic technique, the direction of this pyramid was set thousands of years ago, and that too with a virus. Challenge number 2 was to level the land. This pyramid was to be built on 13 acres of land. If it had been even slightly level, it would have been impossible for this mountain of stones to stand. They did not have grinders or jackhammers to cut these stones. Still, they cut 50 tons of stones and gave them square or rectangular shapes, but with whose help? Yes, this was the only tool with which the stones were cut. Experts believed that the sugar used in the construction of the pyramid was not only made of copper, because they also knew that copper is soft and cannot cut stone. Therefore, a chemical arsenic was also added to it. These sieves made of copper and arsenic were hit on the stones with hammers, and after many hours of hard work, they were brought into the shape of large stones. And now, since this special type of stone, which is today called limestone, was being cut in the city of Dura, 2.5 kilometers from the pyramid construction site of Giza. The problem was that the stone needed to be transported to Giza weighed 50,000 kilograms, which is roughly the weight of a passenger bus, and 3 million stones had to be used in just 1 per minute. Neither animals could be used to transport such a heavy weight in that era, nor did they have trucks. Even if this work had to be done in today's modern era, transport companies would have a very tough time. Surprisingly, this work was done with the help of workers and boats, taking advantage of the rover between Cairo and Giza. And the stones were loaded into large boats and transported to the pyramid site. Experts believed that this work was not that easy, and the loading of such a large stone and an army of at least 500 workers would have been deployed at the same time. The team of experts was researching the construction of this pyramid, and they had now got answers to many of their questions. But one thing kept telling them that there would also be transport for limestone. And during construction it also started to be piled up. The problem was that how would the stones have been transported to such a height? Many experts believed that this plan was already in place before the pyramid was built. Either they would have gone up through a spiral track or in a zigzag manner. But it is certain that the stones of the cage would have been dragged up with the help of an army of workers. Not only did millions of workers have to cut the limestone with hammers and transport such huge stones, a path to enter the compartment and several small tunnels were also made inside this pyramid. Everything was fine, but one thing surprised the experts, and that was that the stone used in the inner compartment was not limestone but granite. It is a stone that is considered the hardest stone in the world after diamond. Even in today's modern era, granite cannot be cut without the help of large grinders. Many archaeological experts from all over the world were also made to visit the pyramid, but no one has found a clue as to how they cut solid stone like granite so cleanly 4,500 years ago. Finally, after many years, experts have unlocked the mystery of how granite was cut so neatly with a saw that had no teeth. The saw without teeth was driven over the granite by placing weights on the sides and gravel in the middle. Experts believe that it took 4 months to cut such a large stone in this way. What was the purpose of building the pyramids? How many workers worked at the same time to build them? And when the robotic camera drilled a hole in the stone slab inside the pyramid, what was seen inside was something that no one had seen for the past 4,500 years, and you will be able to know even more. Thank you very much for your loving comments and likes in part 2 of this video. In the next wonderful part of the video,